It was almost December and Jonas was beginning to be frightened. No, wrong word. Jonas thought frightened meaning that deep, sickening feeling of something terrible about to undefined aircraft had overflown the community twice. He had seen it both times, squinting toward the sky. He had seen the cell jet, almost a blur at high speed, go past, and a second later heard the blast of sound that followed it. Then one more time, a moment later, from the opposite direction, the same plane. At first, he had been only fascinated. He had never seen aircraft so close, but it was against the rules for pilots to fly over the community. Occasionally, when supplies were delivered by cargo planes to the landing pilots that crossed the river, the children rode their bicycles to the river bank and watched and tracked the unloading and the takeoff direct of the west, always away from the community. But the aircraft a year ago had been different. It was another squad, but belted cargo plane had an ill-nosed single-pilot jet. Jonas, looking around anxiously, had seen others, adults as well as children, stopped what they were doing and were confused for an explanation on the
Then
frightening event. All of Satan's had been ordered to go into the nearest building and stay here. Immediately, the last balls thought the speakers had said, leave your bicycles here where they have. Instantly, obediently, Jonas has Jonas had dropped his bike on his side on the path behind his family. He will had a room indoors and stayed here alone. His parents were both at work, and his little sister Lily was at care center where he spent her after school hours. Looking through the front window, he had seen no people, no one busy afternoon. Clear cleaning, landscape workers, and food delivery people who usually populated the community at time of day. He saw only and bite on the bikes where they on their sides, an opportunity well on which while still revolving slowly. He had been fired them. The sense of his one community silent waiting and made his stomach curl. He had remembered, but it had been nothing. Within minutes on speaker had cleared again. And voice is during now the less his navigational instruction and a medical term. Splatter the pilot had been trying to make his way back before his error was noticed. Needless to see, he will be related the voice. He said followed by silence. There was an ironic tone to the final message, and if the speaker found an answer from Jonas had smiled a little, so he knew what a grim statement it had been. For a controlling sentence to be released from the community was the final decision, a terrible punishment
were
if
scolded.
if they used the term pilot play journaling at a teammate who might to catch or stumbling in a race. Jonas has done it one, once, has shot it at his best friend. That is Asher. You are realized when Asher called in the hero had blood a match for his team, he had been taken aside of brief and serious talk at the coach. Her holding his hair with a holy and embarrassment and apologizing Asher after the game. Now think about the feeling of the fear he played at home alone, the river Platte. He remembered the moment of the purple stomach scanning terror when an aircraft had struck a ball. It was not a it was not water he was feeling now with December probing. He squared on the right toward the squad his one feeling. Jonas, scarred fully by language, no like friend, Asher. Who told you to fight and makes it things crumbling worse on Francis until were brightly recognizable and often very funny. Jonas Reiner remembered to the morning that Asher has dashed into the classroom, late as usual, arriving in blood lady in the middle of the kindling of the moon afternoon. When the class looked there stating in conclusion on the part of him, Asher reminded standing to make his public apology, and it was required. I apologize and for incoming my learning community. Asher ran thought he started apology phrase rapidly, still catch up his breath. The instructor at class waited writing his explanation. The students are all being granted because they have listened to our explanation so many times. I led home at quarter time, but when I were eating alone near Hilly, the crew was to bring something salmon. I was I got distracted watching them. I apologized to my classmate. Ash concluded, his mother his roughly turning and a sad tone. What's up to apologize, Asher? The class recited the standard response and unison. Many of the students were biting their lips and they were from loading. I said you apologize, Asher, the sculptor said. He was slimming and I thank you because once again you have provided opportunity for a lesson in the language. So it's strong an adjective to describe Solomon Bailey. The toning and wrote this toning on the instructional board, but said he was distracted. Jonas, nearing his home now, smiling and reclining, thinking still the wheel his bike into this narrow port beside the door. He realized that Friday was one word to describe his feeling. Not that December, it was almost here. It was too strong an adjective. He had, he had waited a long time for his special December. Now that it was almost upon him, there was fighting, but he was eager. He decided he was eager for it come, and he was excited. Certainly, all of the elements were excited about the event that would become so soon. But there was a little shudder from nervous when he thought about it, about what to be the theory's thorny for feelings. Jonah's father asked the conclusion on their evening meal. It was on the ritual, the evening feelings or failing. Sometimes Jonas and his sister Lily agreed or even thoughts over who would get food first. The parents, of course, were part of the ritual. They told their feeling each every evening, but like their parents and adults, they didn't fighting on the widow of the retain room tool. Nor did Jonas, turning his feelings were to complete his evening. He wanted to share them, but he wasn't eager to be in process of the sitting through his own completed emotions, even with the help he knew his parents could give. You go, Lily, he said, seeing his sister, who was much younger, only 7, waiting with him patting on her child. He felt every ankle happening. Lily announced, my child grew up was the play area are, are we have visiting a group of students, and they didn't obey the rules at all. One of them, a male, I don't know his name, kept going right off the front of the lane for the sale, even though the rest of us are waiting. I felt so angry at him. I made my hand into fist. Ladies, she held at Clanet, and the rest of the family smiled at her small defining a gesture. What do you think the visitors didn't obey the rules? Mother asked. Lily considered and shook her head. I don't know. They acted like animals. Joanna suggested the lad. You're right, Lily said. Well too, like animal. I don't sure knew what the word meant. Excited, but I something used to describe something un uneducated or close me.
Where
Someone
the
who didn't fit
visitors
in. Visitors from? Father asked. Lily, from trying to remember. Or later tell us when he made a welcome speech, but I can't remember. I wish he wasn't paying attention. I was from another convent. They had to leave very early and they have their midnight meeting on bus. Mother nodded. Do you think it's possible that the rules might be different? And so the simple didn't know what the play area rules were. Lily someone nodded. I suppose to visit other communities. Haven't you? Jonas asked. My room has offered. Lily nodded again. When we were in Saxes, we went and such whole school day with a group of sixes in the community. How did you feel when you were there? Lily forwarded. I felt strange because their methods were different. They were learning us that my group hadn't learned yet, so we feel stopped. Father was listening with interest. I'm thinking, Lily, he said, about a boy who has obeyed the rules today. Do you think it is possible that they felt strange and stopped being in a place with the rules they didn't know about? Lily pointed at us. she said finally. I feel a little strong for him, Jonas sighed. Even though I don't even know him. I feel sorry for anyone who is in a place where the fields run and stop. How do you feel now, Lily? Father asked. Still angry. I was not, Lily sighed. I was feel a little sorry for him. I'm sorry, I made a face, but I had his sister. Oh, Lily, feelings were always straightforward, fairly simple, usually easy to resolve. He was it that hard home been to when he was sleeping. He listened to Polly, thought not very alternative, while his father told his torn, described a feeling overgrown that he had died at work, that concern about one of the new children who wasn't doing well. Jonas father title was not there, and he wanted neuters were responsible for all the physical and emotional needs to every child. During his early life, it was a very important job. Jonas knew, but it wasn't that interesting him much. What gender is it? Lily asked. Male, father said. He's with a little male with a lovely disposition, but at the age in growing, as fast as a should have dozen sleep Saturn thing in the extra career section of the supplementary. Now touring but beginning to tell the relation him. Oh no, Mother Mart sympathetically. I don't know how to say it, must feel sad. Jonas and Lily but nothing sympathetic. As well, a licensing of new children, as always said, because they hadn't had a chance to enjoy a life within the community yet. They didn't and hadn't done anything worse. There were only two occasions of reals which were not punishment, realized obscurely, which was time of celebration for a life well a thoroughly life realized for a new child, which always brought a sense of what could we have done. It is especially troubling of the natures, like father, who felt they had failed something, but it happened very rarely. Well, father sighed, I'm going to keep on trying. I may ask community to have permission to bring him here in the night. If you don't mind, you don't want to deny crew natures. Or what? I think a little voice inside and Jonas already nodded. They had heard Fatty complain about the night between four. It was a lesser job, and required nurturing assigned to the who laid in the interest of skills in the more vital job of the dynamic horse. Most of the people on the night created not even being supposed because they lately something on the initial capacity to connect orders, which was required for the creation of a family unit. Maybe could even kill him, later suggests, subtly, trying to look innocent. The look was fake, Jonas knew. They all knew. Really, Mother reminded her, smiling. You know the rules. The children were male, were female. To each family unit was writing very clearly the rules. Like right. Well, say next, I told the mother who were for my permission of the Department of Justice talked about her feelings today and repeated offender had been broken before her. Someone who had broken the rules before, someone who hoped to have been adequately and final punishment had have been returning his place to his job, the home of his family unit. Seemed brought before and second time and caution her over feelings and frustration and anger. Even had willed a hand heal limited difference in his life. I feel frightened too of him, she confessed. You know that there is a true chance. The rule says that if that theory transgeneration the symbol has to be realized. Jonas shivered. He knew that happened. There was on board as a group of elephants whose father had been realized, but before no one even mentioned it. The disadvantage was unscrambled. It was hard to imagine. Look, Lily stood up when he went with his mother. She stopped her saw mother's arm from his place at a table. Father reached over and took her hand. Jonas reached for her order. One by one, the conformer her son smiled, thanked them, and more that she felt stood. The ritual continued. Jonas, father asked, your last night. Jonas lied. This evening he asked me will forward to keep his feeling kidding, but it's war. What it was. Of course, against the rules. I'm failing appearance, he confessed. Glad the proprietor described great word had finally come in him. What is that, son? His father laughed at question. I know there is really nothing to worry about, Jonas explained, and was every adult has been home. I know you have, father. And you too, mother. But it's not the ceremony that I am preaching about. It's
Lily
almost
looked up.
December, her eyes wide. The ceremony of 12, the whisper of a wary voice, even in the small early children. Lily, Lily aged younger, knew that it lay in
I'm
the
glad
future
Ed,
to
for
tell us
each
the
the
feelings
same.
father sighed. Lily, mother sighed, recalling the little girl who won't know to get into nightclubs. Father and I are we are going to stay here to tell Jonas for a while. Lily sighed, but evidently she got down from her child. Rattle, she asked. Mother nodded. Mother nodded. Yeah, she said, that talk will be a private one with Jonas.